YouTube? This is HemDog206. Today I want to talk about the 10 things that I love about my Hellcat. But before I start that, I want you guys to hit the like button because I know you're going to like the video. I mean, it's just me being 100% honest with my car, my vehicle. Everybody knows I love my Hellcat, so this list came up pretty quick. So I know you guys like the video. Make sure you like my other videos too. Make sure you check out my other videos. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell, comment. But yeah, when you do all those things for me, you know, it basically helps my videos get out there. So please, you know, show some support, show some love by, you know, liking, hitting the notification bell, subscribing, commenting. You know, just stay active with me. So yeah. I don't know what's been going on with people driving recently. People just been swerving into my lane. Like, I don't know if my car's just a magnet or what. Shit's very annoying. Makes me very paranoid. But anyway, let's get back to the video. All right, 10 things I love about my Hellcat. Very first thing is the power. Stock factory, 707 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque. I had the Scat Pack right before this, so of course, you know, it was a big jump. It actually was a monstrous jump. You know, I felt like, I mean, my Scat Pack was fast. You know, to me at that level, my Scat Pack was fast. As a matter of fact, I did a lot more crazy stuff with the power that my Scat Pack was making. I was a little more reckless with it versus my Hellcat. My Hellcat, I'm more conserved or whatnot. You know, just a lot of bottled up, you know, power in my Hellcat. Especially, of course, you know, after I did the mods. But yeah, the stock power that it just comes with, you know, it's ridiculous. The torque, you know, and it's a heavy car on top of that. So Dodge knew what they were doing when they designed this car, when they engineered the Hellcats. I just love the power that it just comes factory. You know, other cars get those, you know, that same power, but you know, they're a little more expensive or whatnot. So you know, the Dodge or the Hellcat was just a little, you know, it's a little bit more affordable. And it's gonna hit some, I'm gonna hit some other points with, you know, that ties into that too as well. The name, the Hellcat. And everybody knows when they hear Hellcat, they automatically think badass, fast muscle car. Just the name of it, you know, kind of has a demonic tone. And of course, you know, I kind of styled my Hellcat to make it look a little more demonic or whatnot. But that name is just so fitting for what this car is. You know, you got the horsepower, you got the torque, you got the style of it. Everything about the Hellcat just fits that name. The next thing I want to talk about is the sounds that my Hellcat makes. You got the whine, you got the exhaust, and then you got the sound system on top of that too. Yeah, a lot of people forget that the Hellcat, they come with, you know, stock 210s, 210-inch subs or whatnot, and those things thump. The whine, there's a lot of times where I don't even listen to music just because I want to hear my whine. Like, the whine is ridiculous, especially when you slap an aftermarket cold air intake on it. You know, I got the B Woody, so my whine is super loud. The B Woody's the loudest out of all of them. I done heard all of them before. The B Woody's definitely the loudest. Yeah, and then the exhaust on top of that. Oh my God, deep, throaty, muscular. It has that muscular tone of the Hemi. You know what I mean? It's a 6.2 Hemi in here, and you hear every bit of it. Out of those three, the whine is definitely my favorite because everybody knows the way I drive. I burn so much gas because I'm always just trying to hear the whine with it. I stay in, before I did the mods to my car, I stayed in third gear. But now my third gear is basically like my fourth gear or whatnot. But yeah, it's like super loud in those gears. The next thing is the style of the car. You know, it's basically a throwback of, you know, the old Chargers, the old school Chargers and Challengers or whatnot. I'm glad Dodge went with that because it just fits the car so much. I'm getting tired of people like they're driving crazy around me for some reason. I don't get it. I'm not even doing nothing. I'm just driving normal. Anyway. does the car justice. You know, I put the louvers on there, the diffuser, the wicker bill, like all of that stuff, the colors that I put on there, the stripes. You know, it just complements the car just that much more, along with the name as well. Another thing is the presence of the Hellcat. When I go to the car shows or the car meets or whatnot, people know when the Hellcat's pulling up. They hear it first, and then they see it, and then they hear that in the pipes afterward. People know when a Hellcat is pulling up. Anytime I go to the car shows, the kids, they automatically know it's a Hellcat. They, you know, pointing and whatnot. You can just hear them. You know, you can always overhear them talking, saying, "Oh, yeah, it's a Hellcat. That's a Hellcat." You know, I just love the presence of it. When I'm on the road, I'm pulling up behind somebody. You know, with the amber lights. You know, those amber lights, you know, make it look, you know, sinister. So I'm pulling up behind them. You know, they get nervous. You know, they might be, you know, start swerving a little bit. I might not even be coming up fast. I'm just, you know, just riding. They don't know what to do. You know, it kind of throws them off or whatnot. But yeah, the look of the Hellcat is by far, you know, the best. I mean, it doesn't have that many cuts like the Vets and the Camaros and the Chargers. Like, it doesn't have all those cuts, but it doesn't need it, because it holds its own when it comes to the name, the horsepower, and the sounds it makes. All that stuff outweighs, you know, a little bit of cuts and curves and whatnot. And me, I'm more of a, you know, I'm not too crazy flashy, even though my car's starting to get a little more flashy. But like, even just my style of the way I dress or whatnot, you know, I don't throw too much. You know, I don't try to do too much crazy. I just, you know, drive. I mean, I just dress normal. And just have a little bit of accessories on top of that. That's the way I like my Hellcat. How easy it is to modify these things. As you guys seen, 800 to the wheels, and all I did was a pulley change and some injectors and a tune. Those things alone got me 800 to the wheels, and it's ridiculous. I mean, it cost probably, but you know, maybe a little bit below half of what somebody else might be paying for like to mount a Vet or something like that. You know, it's so cost efficient. It doesn't break the bank. You know what I mean? And then you can, you know, just enjoy the power. I mean, it doesn't hold the power well to the wheels, but that's because of the, you know, of course, you know, the tire setup. You know, it's a couple things that takes place when you have to try to, you know, get the power to the ground and whatnot. My next thing is the color. Black. All my cars are black. I love black cars. Like I said in my previous video about the 10 things I hate about it, you know, the color of it, that's also one of the things I love about it. Because at nighttime it looks super glossy, you know what I mean? Super dark. It shows the accents of the car that much, you know, that much more. My carbon fiber wrap that's on it or whatnot, you know, just the two-tone, like the way that they both, you know, lay on the car or whatnot, it just complements each other. The interior space of my Hellcat. You see, I'm a big dude, 6'5". Right now I'm 270. I got plenty of room in this Hellcat. I mean, I don't expect nobody to be sitting behind me anyway, but you know, it's not, nobody can really sit behind me. But as far as the driver goes and the passenger on my right hand side, there's plenty of room. I tried, you know, before I used to want the Vet. Then I used to want the Camaro. Then I wanted, you know, I wanted to try out the Mustangs. I tried and I sat in all of those, and none of them felt right to me. You know, if it's gonna be a car and be daily driving, I want to be comfortable. I want this to feel like me. And after I was watching like Tall Guy car reviews, some of his videos, he's a tall dude too. I was like, you know what, let me sit in the Challenger. So I sat in the Challenger, and I was like, yeah, this is how I'm supposed to feel. The way that the seats hug me too, like it was just right. So that's why I, you know, ended up going with the Challenger on top of that. What's the next one? The modes. Come on now, let's go. This person's got their signal on. Are you gonna turn or no? Anyway, the modes of the Hellcat. got the street sport, and track. All those, I stay in track. I mean, if I could just flip my camera around, you'll see everything is red on my screen. Like, I gotta be ready at all times. Like, you know, I'm not playing with nobody. My stuff stays in track. Even in my scat pack, everything stayed in track mode. I just like the torquiness of the track and, you know, the aggressiveness of it. But yeah, just the, you know, I know other cars have those, you know, their own modes or whatnot too, but just being able to, you know, say I can go from 500 horsepower to 707, you know, it's a big deal with me. You know, I like the little things, like the little extra things about the cars. You know, I always love that. You know, as a kid, you know, I wasn't always, you know, fortunate to, you know, be able to have a lot of extra things. So when it comes to little stuff like that extra stuff, I just love it. I mean, that's just who I am. And the last thing is the reactions. That's almost one of my favorite things about my car, as far as like ranking, as far as like between the top 3 or whatnot. But the reactions that I get with this car is the funniest and it's the best. Like, you get some people, you know, the faces that they make. You know, they could be in the middle of conversation. They could be in the middle of eating, and they're just gonna stop and look up, and you see their head turning real slowly, like just following my car. Like, and of course, you know, I'm letting it whine all the way out, just because, you know, I want people to turn their heads. You got the kids, you know, they see me pulling up or whatnot, they jumping up and down, you know, they doing this, you know, trying to get me to, you know, put on a little show. And of course, you know, I always got to do it. You know, every time somebody, you know, pulls up on me and, you know, does something like trying to signal me. Sorry, I seen a vet. I don't think he wanted no smoke, but anyway. Yeah, so like just those reactions made me love this car, like, to the max. Even when it comes to like people, you know, they want to talk to me sometimes. You know, I have my window rolled down, and they'll roll down their window, and they're like, you know, they're just talking and whatnot. They're like, man, that thing is nasty, man. And I'm like, you know, hey, I made it my own. I got this cop like right next to me. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. But yeah, no, like the reactions. You'll get people, you know, just walking on the street. Everybody literally has to stop what they're doing just to see my car. Like, get so many compliments with just the little touches that I, you know, put on there. People wanting to go for rides and whatnot. Of course, you've seen all the reaction videos. Like, it's a fulfilling type of feeling that I get. I don't know if that made sense or not, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's a fulfilling type of feeling that I get when I get a bunch of smiles out of people just by driving my car or having my car, or just by doing the stuff that I do with it. It makes all the money that I put into it that much more worth it. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up everything, or the 10 things I like about my Hellcat. Make sure you guys check out the 10 things I hate about my Hellcat. Shoot a comment on there, give me a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe. Do not leave this video without you subscribing. Just don't do it. I mean, it's easy. All I'm asking you to do is just press a button. That's all you just click. That's all you gotta do. Just click and walk away. But make sure you come back. All right, YouTube, HemDog206 out.